Hello viewers, welcome to my YouTube channel Physics with Rishikesh. In the previous class, we have discussed about the refraction of light. Now today, we will discuss about the total internal reflection. We have to know first the definition of total internal reflection. We know from the previous class that when a ray of light goes from the denser medium to a rarer medium, it bends away from the normal, and as the angle of incidence in denser medium increases, the angle of refraction in a rarer medium also increases, and at a certain angle the angle of refraction becomes 90 degree. This angle of incidence is called the critical angle. Now, when the angle of incidence exceeds the critical angle, then the light ray comes back in the same medium after reflection from interface. This phenomenon is called the total internal reflection. Now, let me explain this with a diagram. Suppose this is my denser medium and this is my rarer medium. This is the normal to the plane. O is the object. When a ray of light goes from the object, after refraction, it moves away from the normal. Now, with the increase in the angle of incidence, let us see what happens. Here the angle of incidence, if is 90 degree, then the refracted ray will follow this path. Now we increase the angle of incidence more. After reflection, it comes back to the same medium. Here the angle of incidence theta is greater than the critical angle, and this angle is theta, where C is the critical angle. This angle is angle of incidence, this is the angle of refraction. Now you can see from this diagram that with the increase in the angle of incidence, the angle of refraction in rarer medium also increases, and at a certain angle the angle of refraction becomes 90 degree. This is the 90 degree angle of refraction, this is 90 degree. Then this angle is called the critical angle, and when the angle of incidence is greater than the critical angle, the reflected ray comes back in the same medium. Okay, this is the definition of total internal reflection. Now discuss about the conditions of total internal reflection. Conditions for total internal reflection. The first condition is given by the ray must travel from the denser medium to rarer medium. The ray must travel from denser medium to rarer medium. And the second condition is the angle of incidence I must be greater than the critical angle. The angle of incidence I must be equal to the critical angle, which is denoted by C, capital C. Now the refractive index is given by mu equal to 1 by sin C. Take the sine of the critical angle, which is equal to cosec C. Now the factors on which the critical angle depends. dependence of critical angle. Please note down with me. These are very important for your coming examinations. Number 1, the color or wavelength of the light. Actually, color means the wavelength of light. We know lambda is inversely proportional to mu and mu is inversely proportional to sin c. So lambda is proportional to 1 by mu is proportional to sin c. Now we know the wavelength of red light is greater than that of the violet light. Lambda r greater than lambda v. So we can say from here the critical angle for red light will be greater than the critical angle for violet light. And also sin c equal to 1 by r mu d or mu r by mu d, or we can write lambda d by lambda r, since mu is inversely proportional to lambda, equal to vd by vr, where v is the velocity of light, r denotes the rarer medium and d denotes the denser medium. We can write it as rarer mu denser medium. So sin c equal to 1 by, from here we can write sin c equal to 1 by r mu d, where 1 by r mu d equal to mu r by mu d, since actually r mu d equal to refractive index in the denser medium with respect to the rarer medium. This is given by mu d by mu r. Since there is an inversion, so 1 by r mu d is equal to mu r by mu d. And since mu is inversely proportional to lambda, hence mu r by mu d equal to lambda d by lambda r. But the wavelength is directly proportional to the speed of light. So lambda d by lambda r will be equal to vd by vr. Second point, the factor on which the critical angle depends upon the nature of the pair of media. Pair of media. The value of critical angle will be different for air, glass, etc. So the critical angle depends on the nature of the pair of media. Okay. And number 3, the temperature. Very much important. If the temperature increases, the refractive index of the material decreases. If temperature increases, the refractive index of the medium decreases, which denotes that the critical angle increases. Since we know the refractive index of the medium is inversely proportional to critical angle, hence with the decrement of the refractive index of the medium, the critical angle will increase. So we can conclude from here that if we increase the temperature, that means we increase the critical angle. They are directly proportional. Now we will discuss about some common examples of total internal reflection. Common examples of total internal reflection. First, looming. Looming is an optical illusion in cold countries. This is an optical illusion. Optical illusion. You all know about the optical illusions in cold countries. If you have any doubts, you can ask me in the comment section. Next, mirage. Mirage is also an optical illusion which is seen in the deserts. Okay, optical illusion in deserts. Next, optical fiber. We know all about the optical fiber. And lastly, the brilliance of diamond. Brilliance of diamond. We all know that diamond glitters. What is the reason behind its glittering? The actual reason is repeated internal reflections. Due to repeated internal reflections, we can see the brilliance of diamond. Lastly, we will discuss about the field of view of a fish. Suppose a fish is in a pond at a depth h. This is the surface of the water level. The fish inside the water can see the whole world through a cone. This is the cone through which it observes the whole world. The radius of the cone is r. This is the critical angle C. For this right angle triangle, this is r, this is h. So we can write r by h equal to tan C, or r equal to h into tan C, which is equal to h divided by mu square minus 1. So what will be the area of the base? The area of the base will be given by a equal to pi r square, where r is the radius, that is pi into h square divided by mu square minus 1. This is the total area covered by the fish, and of course the fish will see the whole world through a cone of radius r, which is located at a depth h. You will be asked in the exams, suppose h is given, this angle or the value of the refractive index are given, then you will be asked the radius of the cone through which the fish will see the whole world. Or r is given, mu is given, and h will be asked. So whatever may be the questions, you will be able to answer the questions. So thank you for watching this video. If you like, please hit the like button, share with your friends, and subscribe my channel. Thank you.